Hello and welcome to Sacred Soul Sisters channel. I'm Laura, one half of the Sacred Soul Sisters, and today I'll be doing this walkthrough of an oracle deck that I received this week. I ordered on pre-order, and this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo, terrible pronunciation, and Colette Baron-Reid. I think have most of Colette's work. I'm really looking forward to having a little look. I'm quite excited. So I've already taken the cellophane off of this just for ease. So I've not yet had a little look inside. We can see we've got a bit of gloss work on the box, and as usual, nice sturdy packaging. And on the back it says here, "We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. What will you dream?" The Shaman's Dream Oracle is a powerful collaboration between master teachers Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron-Reid. The imagery and insight draw from the shamanic dream world of archetypes and magic, yet offer fresh contemporary interpretations. You'll discover mythic landscapes and spirit beings, and understand how this sacred realm shapes our experiences in the waking world. This oracle will reveal how your dreamscapes guide you to co-create your world and manifest your most precious intentions. Wow. So, I forgot to say, this is illustrated by Jena DellaGrottaglia. I'm so sorry, my pronunciation is rubbish. And I know I have another deck that's illustrated by her. It might actually be a Colette Baron-Reid one. I'll double check and put in the details below. This is a 64 card deck. You can tell because it's actually quite a thick box actually. Normally they're about 54 or 52. So let's get straight in. So we've got a nice magnetic box, so that's lovely, and this is produced by Hay House. It says, "We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being." Isn't that true? So got a lovely ribbon here, so we can pull the box and the deck out easily. I'll have a little look at the book in a second, but knowing Colette Baron-Reid's work, this will be a great little book to work from. And then we have, oh wow, we have our deck. We've got a universe print in the box, this lovely deep blue ribbon. Just put that aside for the moment. And let's break this. Wow, look at that. Beautiful kind of Italian Venetian gold moulding works. A bit of a stained glass effect here. What a beautiful back. Wow. Okay. And let's just check the cardstock. Okay, it's quite papery, quite thin, but probably would be quite good to shuffle, but it's probably gonna the way I shuffle this will probably bend quite a lot. But I'm not upset by it. It's slightly glossy, got a bit of a sheen to it, but not sticky. There are a couple of decks where I've used of Colette's. I think the Wisdom of the Oracle is quite a shiny deck. This is nice actually, just a bit thinner. So let's have a look. So we've got here, I'll just check you can see this okay. Yep. So this makes me laugh a little bit. With lockdown, a tidy house, clarity and organisation. I love this. This is so magical looking. really love that. Card one. I'm turning that way actually. Beloved, radical acceptance. Look at that. Love this. Spark from the heart can create sparks in others. Benefactor, grace and generosity. Love that with the crown. Two little dormouse mice with wings. It's got a really lovely, playful, mythological feel to it. Cat pillar, opportunity. Wow, that's quite otherworldly. 5, closing door, completion. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Love these. Covenant, sacred contract. Crown games, right use of power. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Oh, I love this, like a fairy. You see her wings are the kind of leaves. Her face here. Oh, I'm already in love with this, it's great. Deep diver, diving into a task. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness. Wow, look at that. It's a beautiful being in the background. Dragon's hoard, protecting the future. Dream thief, refusal of the call. Look at that. Oh, sorry for the wobble now on the camera. Drifter, experience life as it comes. Devil, moving out of stagnation. Empty well, time to replenish. Eye of the needle, intentionality. These are amazing. Eyes of the eagle, rising above the fray. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Feast of plenty, choices of their consequences. First breath, beginner's mind. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Wow. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Incredible images. Galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Gathering around, the power of community. Heart home, compassion. Hollow bone, teachability. Horned cactus, resourcefulness. Horseman, Herald of Change. These are stunning. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Wow. My camera, I've just had to restart that. My camera just popped out the holder. So we've got jeweled web, connectivity, joyful muse. There's a joyful cat there. Inspiration. Lay of the land. Ancestral wisdom. Lost compass. Getting back to integrity. Lost in space. Needing direction. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic. Wow. Many masks, the authentic self. Metox instead of detox. Repairing the body, mind and spirit. Wow. Love the mermaid tail in this. Love that. Mindful. Groupthink. I said that too quick. Mindful. Not mindful. They're linked but not the same. Moon Maiden, new beginnings. Wow, that's stunning. I love this deck. Netcaster, preparations come to fruition. Overflow, overwhelm and plenty. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Card 45, repairing the veil, forgiveness. I love that. It's like the back of a bodice, lacing together two halves. Root girl, the disowned self. Skybridge, possibility for union. Sky dancers, surrender. Skywriting, the fates. What runes on there? Spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. Wow. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Stranger, curiosity. The crossing, initiation. Father gate, bold step forward. The wall, obstacles. Unmarked trail, revelation. I thought there were stones at first. It's like topiary in a labyrinth here. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Wailing tree, reconciliations. Wow. Watchers, transpersonal. You can see on this that you've got the natural rock formations interwoven with carvings and statues. Whale song resonating. Will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Love the colours of this. Winter's dream, gestation period. And lastly, woodwives, adaptability. Wow, I love, just flicking through that, obviously this is the first time I've seen these cards. I love the titles and kind of like some really unusual titles is what I'm trying to get at. I think sometimes when you have a lot of oracles, there can be repetitions, and obviously there are some here that are, you know, they're needed in an oracle, but I really like this. Let's give it a little rough shuffle and pull a card just so we can have a little look at a card's meaning in the book. I was kind of hoping this one would come off actually. I kind of paused on this because I thought the many mask was really interesting. The authentic self. You've got several masks here. This is kind of like a mask. Here, there's one in the centre, another one slightly higher. Another further down actually behind the writing. Lots of detail on these cards. Let's have a little look. So mini masks, 38. We've got 2 pages. Just as a quick flick through, roughly page and a half on some. But here we are, 38, many masks. The authentic self, energising internal allies, a conscious shift. We live in a world where everyone we see wears a mask. We wear these masks to cover up and protect who we really are. We learn to do so because we've been conditioned to try and appear a certain way to fit into society. Masks allow us to belong, so we remain within the confines of what is expected. Masks are not inherently bad, rather they provide us context and structure for our personalities and soul's expression. Some of us might believe that particular mask, fixed and hardened onto us, it is our permanent face. We forget that we are living beings with a multitude of faces, enabling us to experience a fuller, more vibrant world. Your authentic essence doesn't want to be constrained by others' expectations anymore. Now is the time to strip away the mask you've accepted and discover who you really are. A new self is emerging and your perception changes. You adopt new ways of being. Right now it's really important to allow yourself to experiment, to experience the world in all its myriad potentials and possibilities. Try on different masks and let yourself be fluid and curious. How will you know what you love and what you resonate with if you don't take off the mask you've always worn and test drive some new ones? Your authentic essence will never change. It will only express itself differently through these optional selves. Through trial and error, you discover more and more about who you want to become. What would it feel like to explore this side of you? Anything is possible if you're willing to open up to your potential. You truly can move beyond the barriers that society has set. Use your imagination and step into magic. Wow, that's quite profound. As always, I really like this. I think it's going to be obviously a tell with working with it and getting used to the meanings of these other cards and how this works with kind of readings for myself, maybe partnered with another deck possibly. But my first impression is yet again a lovely deck by Colette Baron-Reid and partnered with Alberto Villoldo and artwork by Jena DellaGrottaglia. Sorry, I really struggle with pronunciations of Italian names for some reason. But yes, lovely. And we don't have any pictures in here. Sometimes that's handy when you're flicking through to find cards. But with this deck, I think the number's quite prominent, so it's easy to obviously find your card within the book, which is nice. So you've got with the book, your table of contents, the other books and cards that they have, message from the authors, an introduction, the offering an oracle, dreaming the world into being. I'll read of these later. The power of symbols, and then how to work with this deck, how to ask a question, some examples, and then some sample readings, and then straight into the cards. So the book is, let's have how many pages? 135. So it's quite a thick little mini deck, but not so thick you wouldn't be able to take that about with you if you put this in a bag, or obviously leave it in its box and take it around with you. Yeah, I can't wait to work with this deck, and I must say, even though I was kind of saying it's quite a thin deck, that was quite nice to shuffle. It's got a nice slip to it, and not too shiny. I know obviously on the camera you've got a bit of a shine, but we've got a light above this, hence you're getting a sheen. But they're a lovely quality card. Like I said, slightly papery than other decks, but its advantage is the shuffle, and obviously not too thick a deck to hold. Considering we've got 64 cards here, I can hold that easily to shuffle, whereas if it was a thicker card, that would be really tough. So yeah, so this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Hope you like the walkthrough and find it helpful, and I will see you next time. Take care everybody, and share a little kindness.